Hello to all of our travel advisor partners from all of your friends here at the Royal Caribbean Group. It feels good to see so much momentum building towards normalcy in our lives and in the cruise business. We're still far away, but President Biden's target of early July seems increasingly within reach. The biggest risk is that we screw it up by relaxing our guard too soon. The prevalence of COVID-19 is still too high. It is heading down, but recently it started to plateau, and that would be very unfortunate. We all need to make sure we don't allow that to happen. We all need to follow the advice of the experts at the CDC and elsewhere and to act accordingly. You and the travel community have wide influence, and you can encourage others to do the same. In that way, we can stop the spread of this virus and get back to our lives. One other thing we can do is get vaccinated. The vaccines have proven that they're safe and that they're effective. Vaccines are a personal choice, but as more people get vaccinated, we come closer and closer to containing this virus. So the vaccines don't just protect each of us individually, they protect our society, and they allow us to get rid of these constraints that are causing so much misery to so many. But the vaccine doesn't do its job if it's in a bottle instead of in our arm. Interestingly, in our surveys, 80% of our customers say they either have gotten the shot or are planning to do so. As a result, the momentum to restart cruising is strong, and it has surged up in a very short period of time. Only 3 weeks ago, we announced that we will be offering cruises from Israel to Greece and to Cyprus. That galvanized action across the globe. It's always interesting to me what it is that triggers a major change. Usually we see that forces build up behind the scenes and that the specific trigger event is unpredictable. One of the oft-cited examples of this was the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, which precipitated World War I. Most observers believe that war was inevitable, and if his carriage hadn't been attacked, it would have been something else. In this case, the announcement of our vaccinated cruises from Israel to Greece and Cyprus clearly opened up the floodgates. Already, the Royal Caribbean Group has announced that by President Biden's target date of July 4th, we will be operating 12 ships, calling at 50 ports in 18 countries around the world. And 11 other cruise operators have announced that they too will be restarting. So cruising has restarted, and it is quickly ramping up. It's very telling that so many key cruising countries have already started to welcome back cruising. That number is growing fast, and the trajectory is clear. But to really get your offices working and to get all the other businesses in the industry working, we need to reopen in the United States. And for that to happen, we are eager to hear from the CDC. As I said before, the vaccines change everything. We have continued to work with the Healthy Sail Panel to design the optimal basis for our healthy and prudent return to service in the new vaccine environment. The current conditional sail order from the CDC was a positive step 6 months ago, but it's simply out of step with today's medical knowledge and our circumstances. Our experience outside the United States and our current advice from the Healthy Sail Panel reinforces that the situation has changed, and we are optimistic that the CDC will soon change its approach to reflect current conditions. We're looking forward to this restart and to providing amazing vacations to our guests here in the U.S. So, what can you do now? Throughout the pandemic, I have pointed out the value of the travel advisor community reaching out and mobilizing your client. Let them know that they can book these cruises outside the U.S. and let them know that we hope to be operating from the U.S. soon. It will take a while for you to fully ramp up, but you should be preparing for that now. The uncertainty has been confusing, frustrating, and demoralizing, but the fog is clearing. There are over 160,000 travel advisors working in over 15,000 agency locations selling cruises across this great country. And there are normally 14 million Americans taking a cruise. We need to get the message out there that cruising is coming back, and our crew members are going to be ready for them. But don't forget, it's still important that you wash your hands and wear your mask.